What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, after we just did a tour of the shop, that's in the other video, I kind of wanted to go over why I have my cars sitting out here like this, because it's kind of obviously not normal for cars to be lined up this way. So, for those of you who don't know me, I am a Toyotaholic. I basically love everything Toyota Lexus. There's very few cars I can think of that I think they did wrong, or just nothing special. Most of them are hybrids or economy cars, if that says anything. But that being said, I have 6 cars myself, personally. That's not even including my wife's car. And I want to get more. But before I get more, I got to finish the projects I've got. Every single one of them is a project in one way, shape, or form. For instance, this 7M GE 5-speed right here, it's a 91 Mark III. It's actually a white edition sunroof car, which is kind of rare. So this thing I bought, took it to Tail of the Dragon in North Carolina last October, and had a blast doing it. However, typical 7M head gasket problems. I was told the head gasket was done when I bought it, and I know they did something because there is some copper coating in the cooling system. Not exactly sure what they did or how they did it, but it gave me some issues. So this may or may not be getting a V8 swap or something else in the future. Not really quite sure yet. All right, so move the camera a little bit. Hopefully that's something better for you. So this is my 98 Lexus SC400. Yes, it is a 400, which means it has the 1UZ 4.0 liter V8 engine in it, not the 2J. This car, as you can tell, it looks fast. It's got the carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber trunk, weld wheels, drag tires. It's on coilovers. I've already done some maintenance work to it. I also converted it to electric fan, and I did a power steering delete. So it does have a Grannis Racing manual Supra steering rack in it. Both of those I did for 2 reasons. One, try to help with power. Obviously a clutch fan, hydraulic fan, power steering pump. They take they add resistance to the engine, which takes some power away, so that helps with power. But 2, I have a turbo kit for it. The Hell Steel 1UZ turbo kit, which puts the turbo right up here in the front. Well, you can't do that if you still have a clutch fan. So clutch fan had to go. Right now it is still actually a stock powertrain car, minus the torque converter, and I converted the rear end to a 427 instead of the 326 ratio. So it is a little bit quicker. It ran a 14.2 in the quarter, believe it or not. However, like I said, turbo kit, it's got some power stuff already done to it. I do have a interior delete kit from, I'm trying to remember the name of the company now. It'll come back to me later. I do have some Sparco racing seats in the car at the moment, and Joel Grannis has allowed me to help work with him to develop the 1UZ to T56 kit. So he actually took my engine and a bell housing, a spare engine that I had, took him down there to him in South Florida. He's been working with his manufacturer and is nearly done with the 1UZ to T56 bell housing. So once the bell housing is done, then he can start adapting the entire kit to make it fit right into this chassis, which is basically a Supra chassis. So I don't think it'll be too much work. But the dream for this car is to run stuff such as Sick Week, Drag Week, Ice Cream Cruise, all kinds of the drag race events on top of streetcar takeovers, going to Gainesville, which is local to us, just doing some random amateur stuff. But this car, I'm hoping, once it's turboed and 6-speed swapped and finished being built, I'm thinking that'll be roughly a 1,000 horsepower car. That's my intention with it. I love the 400. I love the 1UZ. I also love the Supras. I obviously have a Mark III, a Mark II, and a Mark IV. But when it comes to drag racing, if I was to wreck a car, I would much rather wreck an SC than a Supra. 1, for cost. 2, just because Supras are near impossible to find parts for now. These, they're dime a dozen, selling for $2 to $5 grand all day long. This car is a real Royal Sapphire Pearl blue. It does have 234,000 miles on it, which is partly why I don't mind doing all the modification to it. It will get repainted eventually. The hood is definitely flaking, and the bumper needs some paint work, and fenders need rolled, and a few other things. But this will be a phenomenal drag car. It's actually, if you can see in the video, it is the car on the back of my shirt. I had a rendering done of it, and so that's helping me stay motivated to get this done. On top of the Mark III project, which, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, on top of this project, on top of this thing, which is a 435,000 mile Toyota Land Cruiser, 1997 model. It has had the engine replaced. I don't know when or what mileage that engine was, but it does run and drive just fine. It really is okay for 400,000 miles. I did go ahead and put the ARP bumper on it, and I'm doing a little bit of interior modification to it. Interior is pretty shot, so new seat covers, new steering wheel cover, ordered some WeatherTech floor mats for it, bought a scan gauge for it just to help me keep track of everything that's going on in the engine. Dobinson lift kit, it's getting 35s. This is going to become my off-road toy. So beach cruiser, rock crawler, cross-country vehicle, I hope. I'd love to take it up in the snow, go up north and film some content for you guys. So this thing is definitely getting some work, both general repair and maintenance, as well as modification, and it'll be freaking awesome when it's done. So on top of these three, that Tundra down there, the 14 Tundra, so that's my daily. That's the car that I've been driving to and from work for the last, what, 3.5 years now? 4.5 years now, yeah. That thing was my off-road vehicle. However, I kind of realized after the fact, you know, I kind of need something reliable that works every single day. So while it is lifted 3.5 inches, it does have Firestone airbags. It has some interior modifications to it with storage under the back seats and in the center console. It does have off-road lighting, an NFAB bumper. It has a bed rack on it with an awning and some traction boards. I don't know if you can see that in the video. That thing, I'm going to try to tone it down just a little bit, make it a little bit more economical, a little bit better gas mileage, because right now in the 35s I'm getting roughly 9.5 miles a gallon, 10 miles a gallon. So I'd like to put some better, smoother, lighter all-terrains on it. Take the bed rack off, probably put a cargo topper on there. I am still considering supercharging it, both for gas mileage and power for towing, because if I do end up, you know, fixing these, towing to different events across the country, if I break that, and you know, if I plan on breaking it somewhere, I'd rather tow it there than tow it back. Not to mention, I still have a Mark II Supra that's not in the frame. That's getting a 2JZ swap, a T56 swap. Really going to get done up real nice and well. It's going to have a Detroit True Track in the rear. It's already got a set of, I believe they're 18s on it. I just ordered the Willwood Big Brake Kit today. So that car is getting a whole bunch of work done. And then just to top it all off, I still have the Mark IV Supra, which right now is a bone stock NA 5-speed. But that car will eventually be getting some power. I don't know exactly power range, goals, anything yet. Probably something tame in the 500 horsepower range. Just enough that my wife can drive it and have fun with it, but not so much that I'm worried about, you know, breaking parts left and right or reliability issues. So that's kind of the project list at the moment. But I wanted to kind of park these out here to give you guys an idea of the plans for the channel. So I plan on doing videos on every single one of these cars. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of parts in my office waiting to be installed. I just ordered about $4 grand worth of stuff today to be installed in some of these cars. I've got events planned between this year and next year that I want to do some content on and some installation on. So I think in the next year or two, this channel is going to actually develop quite a bit if I can stay on top of everything, pending time, obviously. We did just have a baby a couple weeks ago, so my time is limited. However, I am interested in really seeing what I can do on this platform, and maybe even spread over to some of the other platforms and see where we can go with all this. So I hope you guys, after all my rambling, like the video, subscribe if you don't mind. That would really help me out. I'll try to do some other videos with DIY, answering questions, etc. Hopefully that'll help you guys out. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment, and talk to you guys later. Thanks.